Hello friends. Hey, normally I do like a live video, but instead I figured I would just jump on here and see if I can make this a little bit more polished so you can really see me deconstruct these two ideas, because both of these models are broken. And if your model is broken, you're probably having a hard time getting clients, competing with other people. You're probably charging lower prices than you should be. So I'm going to break apart the two models that are very well known, and then I'll show you what I see working today and what's included in that model. So hopefully you guys can get out there and do it too. So, okay, actually let's start here. Years ago, the traditional model, the agency model, was to charge a service. So whether you were doing like SEO, social media marketing, whatever the model was, you were charging a service fee. Why? Because the workload, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do SEO. It's a lot of work to do ads, all that kind of stuff. So you had to charge this amount of money. And even today, agencies are built under this model, but the profit margins absolutely blow. I mean, you build a big 7-figure agency and you still got like 15, 20% profit margins. They're terrible. So then HighLevel came out and they came up with this new model, and they convinced everybody that they were SaaSpreneurs, or in other words, they said that they were a SaaS agency. Now, I don't necessarily have problems with that when they did it, when they started it, okay? Because in like 2020, really, 2020, 2021, I think it stopped working right around 2023. In those years before 2023, the SaaS angle kind of worked. You could slap your brand onto HighLevel, and you could go out and you could sell the features on the value proposition of the features only. They called that a feature niche. However, even when this model was very attractive, what people didn't realize is that it came with some hair on it. And I think you can look at both of these models, and we're just going to deconstruct them just a little bit so we can, poke a few holes, and not just so we can just talk a whole bunch of crap, but so I can show you why maybe it's been a little bit of a struggle. So we're going to just break it down to the math. So let's say that the goal is a $10,000 a month agency. Honestly, that's a pretty low bar depending on the model. But $10,000 a month for a lot of people, that's a good, consistent 6-figure income. Let's look at what it looks like here. If you're going with the SaaS route and you're charging $97 a month, all right, to get to $10,000 a month, you have to have, and I'm sure it's like 110 or something. You have to have 100 clients. 100 clients to get to $10,000 a month. Now, what you might think, because I think a lot of people are like, cool, I'll get 100 clients. What you don't see here are 100 onboarding calls, because most people have not figured out how to just onboard without, end users are not sophisticated enough to set these things up themselves. You have probably 100, customer service calls, 100 complaints, whatever. Everything you do is multiplied by 100. So of the $97, there's no profit margin left. Okay, so that's what's obvious there. Then you got this service model. Okay, the better thing about the service model is, if you're talking about, we'll just use 1,500. Actually, because I'm not great at math on the fly, how about we use 2,000? Okay, that's just 5 clients. All right, that's actually not terrible if you are the person who knows how to do everything and you're treating this like a job. Like you're just replacing one job with another. You're providing service for people, but you're the person doing all the work. You're going to work a lot more than 40 hours a week, but you will make $10,000 a month. Now, the second you hire one person, boom, your profitability is done. Because when you hire one person, you actually have to hire 2. You got to hire a manager and the technician. Otherwise, you're doing this all for nothing. I don't want to be like super dramatic, but the reality is neither of these models are great for profitability. Now, I want to show you the model that I see people crushing it with. And of course, I'm going to be slightly biased, but I promise to back it up and just show you guys some proof. I hope that's a fair assessment. So I personally, because of just my personality and everything else, I want an agency that gives me lifestyle, okay? Lifestyle, what I mean by that is time and freedom in terms of location. If that's gonna happen, I need one very important thing. I need freaking profit margins. I gotta have profit margins, otherwise I can't do what I really want to do. Now, if I look at the SaaS model, there's no profit margins because I'm not making very much per client. If I look at the service model, the load to fulfill is really heavy. So we like the productized ad franchise, you guys know what I'm saying, model. All right, that says productized ad franchise model, just so you know. All right, the productized ad franchise model, where you get the sleekness of software, but you don't have the service of or the human load of service. Now, in order for this to work, okay, in order for this actually to work, you need three things. You have to have three things. Number one is you have to have an uncontested, what I call sub niche. All right? You have to build the entire business around a person's problem and a need. And it has to be specific. Otherwise, you won't get to the third thing. Okay? It has to be an uncontested sub niche. That's number one. Number two, you have to have a high ticket offer. Now, high ticket, I think, means different to everyone. Maybe a better word. You have to have a high margin offer. You have to have a high margin offer. If you want time and location freedom, you need margin. Margin, okay? Now, for me, the sweet spot is right around $9.97. That's where people are paying enough to care, but they're not paying so much that they feel like they have to reconsider the price every time because of this third thing. This third thing ties all of it together. You ready? You need intellectual property in the form of proven ads. That is the ad franchise model. I'm going to go through these real quick so you see how they all tie in together. You need an uncontested sub niche because if your niche is, say, real estate agents, that is so broad that everybody can copy you. You will get no IP if you can be copied. Okay? If you do both of these things, you will be creating more value for that niche. So you will easily get $9.97, no problems. And the reality is when you're just selling tools, you have to charge what tools are worth. 97 bucks. You are not charging for tools. You are charging for outcomes. All right? This is the exact model that I teach in Agency MVP. If you want to learn more about it, learn more about these three things. How to build a lifestyle agency, go to myagencymvp.com. I hope this helps clear it up a little bit. This is what the model is. This is what I see working. And whether you want to get to $10,000 a month, where we have a ton of people doing that, or you want to get to $300,000 a month, same model. It scales because of the uncontested niche, the high margin offer, and then I